What have we seen, Arch?
It's class 92.
Hiding in the distance over there. Oh, the ScotRail's just leaving. There's another ScotRail.
Another class 385.
Yeah. We'll have a look around the station before we go anywhere.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. So this is kind of cool. We have to have a pass. We have to have a Network Rail pass to be a train spotter on platforms here at Edinburgh. For security reasons, it makes complete sense. To get this issued, I had to come to this office, contractor sign-in point, Network Rail office, at Edinburgh Waverley. I had my photo taken, answer a couple of questions, and watch a little security video, which quite honestly was all very interesting. So this is great, makes perfect sense. And then we're allowed to, obviously we have to stick to public areas, but we're allowed within reason to wander around without a ticket. We're a bit closer to one, aren't we?
Yeah.
This is what you were talking about a minute ago, isn't it?
Yeah.
43 ScotRail.
Yeah.
And I think it's just about to leave.
Yeah.
This is the back end, isn't it?
Yeah. I love the roar of their MTU engines.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
There's an NER Zoomer, like the one we came in on, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what have we got here? That's ScotRail.
Yeah, it's class 385.
A 385, okay. Let's have a look at the end of it.
I think they've got a strange beauty to them.
Go on.
I think they're rather beautiful personally, in their own strange way.
Very cool. Where else do we see 385s at?
Nowhere, this is the only place they run.
Really?
Yeah.
Absolutely exclusive?
Yeah.
Brilliant. And is that another one up there?
Yeah.
Awesome. So Scotland's the home of 385s?
Yeah.
Glad we got to see it then.
Yeah.
So that's our exclusive ScotRail gone. And what have we got here?
It looks like a class 397 from Trainspotting livery.
Beautiful livery, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my favourite by far.
It's very sci-fi, it seems to me.
Yeah. Trainspotting is also the only company that runs these class 397s.
I was going to say, I don't think I've seen them before. Okay, so we've got a couple of pretty cool exclusives here.
Yeah. Class 385.
Hey, and this one's off to Glasgow.
Yeah. Funnily enough, these are made by the same company that makes the Class 800s.
Really?
Yeah.
Which company?
It's Archie.
Ah, right, yeah.
And they were made around the same time as well. So a while back, you may remember that a load of Class 800s were found to have cracks in the chassis.
Yeah.
And they were taken out of service. These things had the exact same problem because they were built at the same time by the same company. So a load of these were taken out as well.
But luckily it's back in.
Yeah.
Hey. What have we got here, Ash?
It's a Class 158, owned by ScotRail.
And that's a 385, of course.
Yep.
Yeah. Me and Archie and our posh passes. We're official train spotters.
Yay.
What are you eating there, Arch?
A deep fried Mars bar.
What's it like?
Very nice.
Okay, so we got a West Coast Avanti here. Do you say it's a Pendolino?
Yep.
And it goes from Edinburgh Waverley to London Euston, which of course is about half a mile or something down the road from King's Cross, where we departed from. But it goes down the west coast side of the country. So as it says, Haymarket, Carlisle, Penrith, Lancaster. And Archie pointed out that it arrives from that end of Waverley Station and turns up on platform 8, whereas our train came from that end and came to a completely different platform.
Yeah.
I see. It's another train spotter out. Rival train spotting gangs.
We are the train spotters.
We are. And this is the Avanti West Coast Pendolino.
That's £3.90.
Yep. Nice little look at that. Oh, it's Train Italia as well. Amazing. Very cool. Where are we now, Arch?
We're at Wonderland Models.
I must say, look, 3 shot front. That side's mostly toys. This is mostly tanks and military. Amazing selection. And that's mostly railway. Brilliant shot. Love it every time we come here. Right, actually, there's another shot we need to show you as well. It's a 334. Tell us about these, Arch. It looks curious. I don't think we see those down south, do we?
No, these are another train that are only run by ScotRail.
Awesome.
They've been in service since the 90s as far as I know.
Okay.
I don't really know much about them, to be honest, though, outside of that.
Sure. I mean, it's just great that we're seeing lots of exclusive trains that we don't normally see. Arch, what does that say?
ScotRail.
And what does it say underneath?
ScotRail.
It does. It says Rail of Alba, Scotland.
Yeah.
That's in Scots Gaelic.
We haven't seen much Scots Gaelic in Scotland, have we?
You don't see much around, but you know what?
It's nice, the little touches that there are.
It's beautiful, the little touches there. And what I was going to say is it's not very similar to Welsh, but it's close enough that I can guess a couple of words. Like Alba is Scotland in Welsh as well. It's Alban, or Alban we call it. And here's some more strange train spotting. We just thought we'd film it because it's they're building new tram tracks in Edinburgh. At some point these will be done, and then this will be an interesting video if that's what it looked like when it was built. But behind us is one of the best things for train spotting in Edinburgh, and it's this Harbour and Hoggins. Oh, exciting.
Well, we're off to the bank to declare bankruptcy.
How are you finding Edinburgh, Arch?
It's a bit beautiful, I suppose. Very beautiful.
It's amazing, isn't it? Look. Well, that's a sea there. Woohoo! And here's the castle that we're going to look round. Ooh. Hey! What have we got, Arch?
ScotRail Class 170.
Is this an exclusive ScotRail?
No.
No, we get these down south, yeah?
Yeah, but we don't get them in London.
Okay.
We get Transport for Wales runs them.
Yeah.
Cross Country runs them. And East Midlands runs them actually recently. Northern runs them. And Southern runs something similar to it, which is the 171, which is a modified 170.
Okay, let's have a quick look at it. What have we got, Arch?
Got a Class 380 here. ScotRail livery, another ScotRail exclusive.
Is it?
Yeah.
We are seeing an awful lot that is completely exclusive to Scotland now, aren't we?
There's something cool about these. Is that you may notice that the gangways here are tilted.
Yeah, I did.
And the way they get around this when coupling them up is they move. So when they couple up, the gangways move vertically.
I noticed at the bottom there's a little hinge.
Yeah. That's for them to move.
Very cool.
Yeah. I've always wanted to see these.
Yeah, let's have a walk up it a bit, shall we? What have we got there, Arch?
Deep fried haggis.
And chips? Awesome. Enjoying it? Isn't it? What have you just spotted, Arch?
One of the 801s has red at the bottom of the livery, whereas the other one doesn't.
Is that? I wonder why that is.
Yeah.
Apart from that, they didn't look. You see?
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, what's that?
Looks like a certain 801 is about to depart.
I find it curious that even in the 21st century it's done by blowing whistles and waving hand signs.
Yeah.
What's it going to reveal on the other side?
Another 801 it seems.
Yay! Bonus! Arch, if you're wondering what to get me for my next birthday, one of those white paddles would be really handy, I think. What have we got here, Arch?
We have a Class 43 HST.
We do, don't we? It's awesome. And of course it's in ScotRail livery.
Yeah.
We're not seeing these so much down south now, are we?
No, not at all actually.
Is Scotland the only place they're running?
No, they're also being run by Cross Country and GWR a bit.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's
on
right,
the
down the west
Exeter
coast.
line.
Yeah. Beautiful all that. I love these things. A bit nostalgic, maybe. I know we came up on an 800 and it was lovely and beautiful. But I've still got a soft spot for these as well.
Exactly.
And I'm liking the livery too, with like bits of Edinburgh scenery from what I can
tell. Were originally owned by First Great Western.
Ah, right. Yeah.
Hence, when they were initially put into service, they didn't have time to re-livery them. So while the HST power cars would be in this livery,
Yeah.
these would have the First Great Western Dynamic lines blue, but without the logo.
And you know what? We can clearly see that this has been painted much more recently than this. Because this is already weathered and rusted. Unless they did the weathering at some clever model club as well.
Yeah. And something else.
Yeah.
As it's now compulsory to have automatic doors on all trains, they could no longer use the old slam doors on the Mark III coaches.
Oh.
So the coaches were converted at Doncaster Works to have sliding doors.
And we saw Doncaster Works on the way up here,
Yeah,
didn't we?
and we actually saw an old version Mark III having part of that conversion done.
Right.
We may see it on the way back as well.
Because again, now you mention it, yeah, this whole door fitting looks pretty new. Nice info there, Archie. I'm glad I brought you along.
Yeah.
What have we got coming in here?
It's an old class 385.
Yeah, quick look at the VT in action. There we go. What's that, Arch?
Class 158, class 385 and a class 170 straight into the tunnel.
Brilliant. You know what? Me and Arch are currently top of Edinburgh Castle with Meg there, famous gun. Looking over the beautiful city of Edinburgh. Princess Street there. But we've also noticed you get a great view of the railway track. I think we are the only people currently train spotting from Edinburgh Castle. There's departures today. As you see, there's nothing after 2 o'clock. That's because there's a storm coming in and they've cancelled all the trains from 2 this afternoon. So it's not the best day to go train spotting, maybe.
No. And we're going home tomorrow, so we might be stuck here.
Well, we're maybe going home, we'll see. You know, worst things that can happen, get stuck in a beautiful city for a couple of days.